Hi children, today we are going to discuss about the propagation or traveling of light. How do the light travels? Light always travels in straight line. It cannot travel in bend lines. It is always straight line. So with an activity I'll explain the movement or the traveling of light. So look at the board. The straight line. So this is the long rubber tube or a pipe. A candle, a lighted candle is placed in front of it. And here we have another piece of rubber tube. This is also a piece of pipe. And this is a bend pipe. So this is a straight pipe and second pipe is a bend one. And same type of candle is placed in front of the first pipe as well as in front of the second pipe. And when we look through this side, when we look through this end of the pipe, we can see the lighted candle through it, because the pipe is straight. Light travels straightly from the candle so that we can see the candle through the pipe, because that light from the candle can pass straightly and towards our eye. Okay. And what about the result in second? What you observe in the second one? Here, light cannot pass through the bent pipe because it can travel only in straight line. That is called a rectilinear propagation, straight movement of the light or straight line propagation of the light. So in second activity, we couldn't see any light from the candle because this is a bent pipe. So through the bent pipe, light cannot reach on the other side of the pipe. Okay, so here no light can be received by this eye, but here candle light can easily captured by the eye. And what is the difference? Here light travels straight line so that we will get light from the candle. Here it is not possible for the light to pass through the bent rubber tube or bent pipe. So this activity shows that light always travels in straight line. Okay. And next is we are going to think about what happens when we place an opaque object in front of a light or in the path of a light. And in the last class, we studied that if we place an opaque object, opaque means no light can pass through it. No light can pass through it. Human body is an opaque object. And when we stand in the sunshine, our body casts the shadow. Or if you place a ball in front of a torchlight, the ball can cast its shadow behind it. So whenever we place an opaque object whenever we place an object in front of the source of light, that opaque object will produce its shadow. And now we discuss what will happen when we place a mirror in front of a source of light. Mirror in front of it. Here in the picture, you can see this is a mirror. What is a mirror? Mirror is a object that is made of glass, and it is having two faces. This is the first face, and this is the front of the mirror, and this is the back of the mirror. And back of the mirror is painted from outside. Clear? It is silvered and painted from outside. So no light can pass through the body of the mirror. And what happens when the light falls on the mirror? Because of the silvered second surface or the colored second surface, no light can pass through the body, but instead of that, the light ray or light when hits the mirror get reflected from the body of the mirror. So no light will pass through it. It is really glass. It is a transparent one. Light can easily pass through, but we blocked the passage through the second phase because of the silvered surface and the and it is painted outside. So no light can, it is blocked. The passage is blocked due to the silvering and the painting of the second face. So no light will pass through the body, but from the first face itself, the light get reflected back. So what is reflection? That is a sending back of light or bouncing back of light from a shiny surface like a mirror. Bouncing back or sending back of light from a smooth and shiny surface. Best example is mirror. This is called a reflection of light. So light cannot pass through this material, though it is made of glass, though it is a transparent material. No light can reach other side of the mirror. Instead of that, from the first face itself, the light gets reflected or bounces back, or it sending back. This material is sending back the light in this direction. Okay, this is called reflection. So the mirror is a good reflector. It can reflect maximum light rays or maximum light. Okay, so next I will show you the two activities. We completed the lesson, and with the help of one or two small activities, I will make you more clear about the reflection and what is the action of mirror and what is the action of an opaque object placed in the path of a light. Okay, children, here I have a source of light. This is my source of light, and this is the mirror. So here is a mirror and a source of light, and you see what happens to the light which falls on the mirror. It get reflected. This is the reflected image of the mirror, or this is the image we are getting after reflecting it from the mirror. This is the same way in which we are getting our face on the mirror. So we are getting a duplicate of our own face in front of the mirror. If you stand in front of a mirror, you will get another face. So no, it is not really a duplicate of your face. You have only one face, but what we are seeing on the mirror is nothing but the reflected image of your face. Same way here, this is the reflected image of this mirror. Okay, so here mirror itself is making a image. So this is the reflected image of the mirror, and this is called a mirror, and it is having two faces. This is the reflecting side of the mirror, and back side is the non-reflecting side. Okay, though it is made of glass, we made this as a blocking side, and because of the silvered back surface, and it is painted. Okay, so this is the reflection. And when we place an opaque object, now I placed an opaque one. Back side of the mirror is an opaque one. Opaque object in front of the light source. What happens? See, this is nothing but a shadow. This is not the reflected image. No light. Clear? This is a dark shadow of the object placed in the path of the light. Here is the light source. Here is an opaque one, and here is the shadow cast from the opaque object. And I can replace this by my hand. Here the opaque object is my hand. So the opaque object produces a shadow on the wall. So you can see this is the what happens when an opaque object is placed. What happens and mirror placed in front of the path of light. If you place an opaque object, it produces a shadow, but if you place a mirror in front of the light source, it can produce the reflected image. That is the difference between a reflected image and a shadow. So I hope every one of you understood how a shadow is formed, and what is the condition to produce, or what is the condition for the reflection. So reflection, when we place a smooth and shiny surface in front of the source of light, it can produce a reflected image. But if you place a opaque object in front of a light source, it produces a shadow. Okay, I hope everyone understood the difference between shadow and a reflected image. Okay, so with this we completed the completed the lesson, and next day we will move on to the next lesson after conducting a test paper for this lesson. So what you want to do is, after watching this video, you read and study this lesson. Okay, and I'll give some questions for you to answer. So you answer it and get ready for writing a class test in the next science period. Okay children, thank you very much.